Hey guys, Carlin Brooks. Sorry my hair looks kind of messed up. I just woke up. So I'm going to tell you guys a little story about what happened to me on Saturday night. Um, yeah. So basically, me and my my cousin, got in a lot of trouble with the cops. Um, we weren't doing anything technically bad. We were just out past curfew. So I'm just gonna tell you the story in the quickest way that I can. Alright, so basically, my other cousin, besides the cousin I got in trouble with, she got us really, really upset. And, it was my birthday, technically, because it was late Saturday night, so it was technically Sunday. And Sunday was my birthday and Father's Day. So, all my relatives are sleeping over so that we could celebrate Father's Day and my birthday the next day. And freaking, my little brothers and sisters were watching a movie. Well, actually, one little brother and four little sisters. They were watching a movie, and, my cousin starts flipping out because, they fell asleep on the couch or whatever, because they were all watching a movie. We have a pretty big couch, and so they were all watching a movie or whatever. And, my cousin, she gets all, flipped out, and, she starts yelling at me and my other cousin that I got in trouble with. I'm just going to say Heather. She starts yelling at me and Heather. And so we get upset, and we walk out the door and go for a walk. And it was basically 2 o'clock in the morning. The first time we went on a walk, just for 10 minutes. We didn't get caught the first time, so we were like, okay, well, I'm going to go outside another time, because I don't think we're going to get caught this time, if we didn't get caught in 10 minutes. And we were only going to walk for 5 minutes. So we were walking for maybe about 3 or 4 minutes, and then we were about to turn around, and this cop, he's coming down the street, and he was going to go straight, we had just turned the corner, and the cop, he was going to go straight. We were right next to a tree, so he thought we were hiding. He turns the corner, and he was like, what are you guys doing out? He rolls down his window, what are you guys doing out? And at first we didn't know it was a cop because he didn't have any of the police stuff. It didn't say police on the car. It didn't have any siren things, the light things. Didn't have any of that. So we were we were just walking, and then he gets out of the car, and he's like, so why are you guys trying to hide? What are you guys doing out? He shines his light on us, and, he didn't show his badge or anything, I don't think, which was really bad. He should have shown his badge. But we could see it once he got close to us and started talking to us. But basically, he's like, okay, I got 2 juveniles, I'm gonna need some backup. So, freaking 3 other cops come, and so the cop, he gets, all pissy and crap, and he was like, so where do you guys live at? How old are you guys? What are you guys out doing walking? We said, okay, we're walking because we get mood swings, because we really do, and we got mad, we get mood swings, we have to walk around if we get a mood swing. Or else we don't stay calm, we start breaking everything in the house and flipping out. So, freaking, the cop, he's like, oh, whatever, don't lie to me, and, he gets in all that mood or whatever. And then he's like, so where do you guys live at? And I turn around to point to the street, and he's like, turn around and look at me. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, sir. Which honestly, I should have been looking at the cop, but he was really rude to me. But it was literally 5 seconds away, where we were that close to the street. And we were about 3 or 4 minutes away from the house. And he was like, so how far away is this house? 3 or 4 minutes away. And freaking the cop, he's like, okay, so how old are you guys? And I was 14, and my cousin, she's 13. And, so then he gets out his little notepad, and he's like, okay, tell me your name, blah, blah. So we had to tell him our names, and, I said my first name, my real last name, because Brooks is not my real last name, if you didn't know that. And so he's like, okay, so whose house are you guys staying at? And, my cousin was like, her dad, my uncle, and he's like, so you guys are cousins? And I'm like, yeah, it's my birthday today, so a lot of my relatives are sleeping over. And, he thought we were totally lying to him. He thought that, you know, we were lying or whatever. So, he asked us the address like 4 times. And so we had to keep saying the address. And it was kind of creepy because, I mean, he asked us it like 4 times. So we told him the address like 4 times. And he's like, okay, blah, blah. And so we start talking a little bit more. And he's like, yeah, well, tell me the real reason you guys are out here. But, like, we get mood swings. And her sister made us mad. And so we decided to just go, like, go for a walk and chill down. Because we said, because if we don't, then we're going to start flipping out and start breaking things. And he was like, okay, whatever, you know. And, you know, he got... I mean, seriously, we weren't lying. I mean, we can get that bad if we really want to. But she had made us so upset, like, seriously. So, the cop, he's like, okay, I'm gonna let you guys walk back, you know, whatever. So he follows us in his cop car as we're walking back. And what was kind of funny was the cop thought we were beating up old people because we had this stick for protection. He thought we were beating up old people with it. And so basically he's like, okay, we get to the house and he's like, okay, I'm gonna need your dad to come to the front door. And I'm like, well, really we can't do that because my little brother and my sisters and my cousins are in the living room sleeping. He's like, so they're right in the front door. I'm like, yeah, we don't have like a freaking entrance or anything. It's just you walk straight into the living room and that's where people, like, the kids are sleeping. And he was really rude about it. And so I was like, so he was like, okay, well, go in through the side door or whatever and get your dad. And so I had to walk in, which was scary because I thought my dad was going to flip out on me. But I was like, Dad, you know, the worst part about it was Father's Day. And I felt so bad. I woke him up and, you know, he's like all mad or whatever. So he comes to the front door and, you know, he's really quiet about it or whatever. And, so as he's come to the front door, the cop gets all pissy and mad because he's taken a long time. And so basically, my dad, he comes to the front door and like while he's coming to the front door, you know, the cop asks us, so how many kids even live here? I'm like, well, me and her come here on the weekends, and then my 5 siblings, my little brother and my 4 sisters live here, and my dad's girlfriend is pregnant again. I just call her kids my little brothers and sisters because that's basically what they are to me. So then the cop, he's like, you know, blah blah blah, you know, he gets all like mad or whatever. And so he's like, okay, well, that's kind of a lot of people to live here, you know, in this smallish house, because we do have a smallish house. I mean, it's only 3 bedrooms, but we have a pretty good basement, so we have like technically 5 bedrooms. And, you know, so the cop, he's like, you know, whatever. And so he told my dad, okay, the next time that they get caught out here, they're gonna be arrested and blah blah blah. And so then basically I have a warrant now, and if I'm ever caught outside again past curfew, I'll be arrested. Which, I mean, honestly, I think that's a really, like, unusual punishment for just being out past curfew. I mean, I just wish he would have gave us a little warning and not freaking flipped out on us. But he did, and he told my dad, and my dad was mad. But, see, my mom, she thought it was funny because my mom's cool, and she doesn't really care about that sort of thing. I mean, she's like, it's not really a big deal. I mean, just don't ever do it again. I mean, because she knows where I was coming from. I mean, she knows I get mad easy. So that was basically my video. If you watch it all the way through, tell me one bad thing you've ever done in your life. That was probably the only bad thing I've ever really done in my life. So, peace out. Tell me the worst thing you've ever done in your life. Bye!